Monday to Friday, bringing you news that's going to keep you informed, engaged, and reacting in the most optimal way for your business investment and entrepreneurial activity. Today is the 5th of September. Let's talk about it. Pour moun yo pour qui a écouté sur radio et sur radio maintenant sur Banj FM sur 94.7. Excusez-moi, l'émission ça c'est en anglais. On a pile respect, mais langue des affaires du monde, c'est anglais. Et l'émission ça, il faut construire sur le business et en plus, c'est construire sur nos frères et sœurs qui adhèrent. So, c'est anglais, lié, papa. C'est anglais, lié, tonton. So welcome, folks. This is the Haiti Biz News Show. We are, for the folks, this is going to be a little different for some folks because as you're listening to it right now, it is the 5th of September, but I'm actually shooting it a little sooner, and I'm shooting this episode in my office. I'm shooting it in my office because I couldn't get gas today. I told folks this was possible on my broadcast yesterday. Said it's very, very much likely that it was going to happen, and it did. And so I'm shooting it, a delayed live is what I call it, a delayed live. And we're gonna drop this on a timer for you to watch tomorrow at 6:30 for folks. And for my folks on the radio, you'll be getting it right now at 6:30. So just bear with it. We've got to make do with what we got, what we're working with here in Haiti. Just got to make do what we got. And what we have is a situation with gas that's affecting all sectors of the economy. And honestly, it didn't affect me for a while because I had a bunch of gas containers that I was using to get by and sustain myself, right? But lo and behold, my gas reserves ran out. And, here I am now officially suffering, just like everyone else, suffering just like everyone here in the country with limited gasoline and a lot of stuff I'm looking to do, a lot of stuff I had to do, trying to do, but I'm stuck. And you can even argue and say, oh, well, you can get a tap-tapping motor, but there's very few tap-taps because tap-taps need gasoline to operate. There's even the moto drivers, a few that are even have gas, they're charging quadruple the price right now, triple, quadruple the price, all right? It's tough. And it's all led and pointed solely at the responsibility of the government who's created this crisis and has been unable to act. But we've talked about this too much for the week. I want to talk about something else, something positive, right? And that is the Burger Week. The Burger Week. Now, not too many folks living in the States or abroad know about what the Burger Week is. Honestly, there may not be too many people in Haiti who know exactly what the Burger Week is. This is only the second year that it's been happening. This is only the second year of participation in Haiti, though it's something that's been going on for over at least it started 8 years ago, for at least 6 rounds. This is the 6th round, and again, we've been around part 2 of those rounds. It started in Montreal, Canada. And what it is, it's just like it sounds like. It is a celebration. It is a celebration of burgers, right? A celebration of what so many love to do. Bite into a nice, juicy burger. And so what's so cool about it is just how uh, ubiquitous it is. So many restaurants are part of this. So many restaurants. You have, and I'm gonna read the list off just to get a sense of how many folks are part of this here. We have a Cocoyer, Ali's, Smokies. We have Midi Express. So we have Pistachio. We have El Rancho, Pizza Garden, La Fouchette. We have Azu. We have Coin 95. We have Munchies. That are part of this. Smokies, JoJo's. Whew, oh man, I'm just getting tired just looking at this. Like Haiku, a Poulet de Ro, Point Chaud, Portofino. I mean, the list goes on. Quarta Latin, Habitation Turpin, Kinam, Totos. I mean, the list goes on and 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 on. And it's a massively big deal. And the burgers, just the photo, the images that I've seen of some of these burgers, man, have been just I want to just pull my screen and just grab it, through my phone usually, and just bite into it. Delicious looking stuff. I'm telling you, and it's not without controversy, honestly, because I know when it first came out last year, there were a lot of Haitians that were like, well, why are we celebrating this Haitian, this American thing? Because burgers are very much prototypically American. Burgers are very prototypically American, and they're like, well, we have our own stuff, and so Pate Code Week was something that was created as an offshoot to this. It was an offshoot of like Burger Week, and there was another one too. Man, I don't remember what it is. It's sort of I should have asked my buddy who really champions this. It's a very Haitian dish. It's made out of this thing that it looks very much like mashed potatoes, man. It has a very different texture. Yeah, I'll remember at some point. I'll mention it in one of my future casts. But nonetheless, a celebration of very native Haitian food items have got offshooted because of the Burger Week. But the Burger Week remains the premier, hands out favorite for this sort of event. And you have restaurants who they prepare, they make sure they have food in stock, they do custom marketing. And what's the goal? The goal is to get votes and to be registered as the best burger of Haiti, right? And all the press and promotion that entails, right? And there's different categories, right? Because there's so many restaurants participating. It's not just one winner. There's 5 to 10 different categories that a sandwich can be found to be successful in, and they get noted and they get notoriety for where their burgers land, right? Which I believe is very, very cool, very, very awesome, you know. And hats off to, because I was planning to talk about this anyways, but hats off to my good friend Bibi over on Radio One, who reached out. I reached out to her and I was like, oh, she was dropping some awesome stuff on her Instagram, and I was like, well, let me know which restaurant you're going to at some point, and we can connect. And she reached back out. She was like, hey, yeah, sure, this is Chris. I'm coming over here. I'm going to Toto's. And I was like, Toto's, never been there, never heard of it, but I'll go there if you're going. And I went there, and y'all should just check out my Snapchat on SEEJEANTY, and I'm talking about some of the stuff it was in front of me there, the burger, the fries. Oh my God. Oh, so good. Like, that was my first the burger of the season. And I'm telling you, I don't need any others. We had some cheese inside. Sauce is on point. Cheese, juiciness. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go back. That is a fact. Just to have another serving of that. But hats off to BB for the invite. And that's the cool thing about the Burger Week is just the amount of just really cool restaurants that I had no idea even existed. You know what I mean? I had no idea whatsoever that they existed. And yet, you know, here I was, finding out about these restaurants. Really, that's really the cool part. So many just really cool, just great ambiance, just very modern eateries that I was just under the radar that I didn't like. Remember, I'm the guy. I'm taking you guys to restaurants, to my favorite spots on C Gentian locations, and I didn't know about these. So this is the real cool benefit of the Burger Week is the fact that you get to find out through these cross promotions that's going on of these really cool restaurants and eateries that they're on my radar now. They're gonna be places I'm gonna take. I'm gonna go myself. I'm gonna take friends. When I have people visiting, I'm gonna take them there because now I know, and that is the cool part. And that's where I think even the most cynical person of the Burger Week can appreciate, of that aspect of it, right? So again, hats off to BB. Do follow her. I don't have my phone near me, otherwise I'd share her info, but I'll go ahead and make sure to include that in the description to make sure to follow BB as she goes to a lot of these different, for this whole week, she's going to a lot of these different burger restaurants that are participating, and she's featuring them. It was funny with BB is that she's not even, she's vegan. She doesn't even eat meat. And so what she's doing, she's bringing friends. She's having friends come over and accompany her and just, and getting their opinions of the meat. So that in of itself is just cool to say, I'm vegan going to burger week. All right, cool. All right. So again, hats off to BB. We appreciate you here over at Haiti Biz News and I definitely certainly appreciate you. Right. Before I jump to the next story, announcements. I didn't get a chance to talk about announcements. Remember, as always, we have go to YouTube, C Genty. We have a big part of what I do, and for folks who don't know me and don't know what I'm trying to do here in Haiti, on top of having a few business ventures myself here, I am a big believer of promoting the country. I'm a believer that it's on us, the Haitian American, the Haitian Canadian, the Haitian Chilean who's come back, and not only is it our responsibility to start ventures, work together to help others start ventures and be successful, but it's on us to broadcast and be part of a different image, because for too long our image has been controlled by the outsider, has been controlled by the organizations that depend on a negative perception of Haiti, and it has to change. And there's a lot of people in my age group that are a part of that change right now, and it's great to know that it's not just me. I'm part of a wave of people, and I certainly want even more people to have their own YouTube channels, own Instagram, own whatever the new thing is, TikTok, showing that particular generation who's using that particular software that there's more to the country, there's more to Haiti than the crap that is being broadcast at CNN, the fly-by-night international news media that only comes here when there's a crisis, right? It only comes here when it's the worst, and never shows anything else related to the country, and minus maybe voodoo to make it some sort of mysticism thing instead of what it is, which is a inherent part of where we came from, right? And so that is a long way to get to the point of saying you need to go to my YouTube CGNT channel. You need to subscribe, and to say that the most recent episode that I dropped was on Rev Cinema. Rev Cinema is a movie theater that is the only movie theater in Haiti. It's was at a smaller venue, relocated to a larger venue, and it's doing phenomenal. It's doing some really cool stuff that we need to get more eyeballs on. You need to go and visit. If you're in town, for an extended period of time, and you just want to unwind, unstress with something, doing an activity that you're familiar, go to a movie theater, right? Go to the movie theater, and there's always a lot of really good movies, a lot of this really good vibe, and I showed you that. I'm showing you that. If that's why I want you to see Gente. I'm showing you that experience that I went through and went to and had a really good time. So again, check that video out, see Gente, and while you're checking that video out, you hit that big red button and subscribe to it. Okay. So next story. Unfortunately, we're right back to politics. Didn't really want to get to it. Well, not necessarily politics, but a situation. It's not, and even this case is positive actually. So what happened is that the new prime minister Fritz Williams has been confirmed in the lower house. He's been ratified by the lower house, led by Gary Bourdeau. And it was an easy road to being ratified. It was an easy road. The chamber had gotten ransacked again. The chamber had gotten ransacked again. They got ransacked by four senators. Struggling on this one. Diaz de Roneth, okay. Joseph Manel Louis, Renard Exantus, and Jean-Robert Boursier, four opposition members who, instead of doing the democratic thing and just voting their apps, the fact that they're in opposition, decided to go into the chamber and ransack it. And this is the second time. The first time it happened under Minister Lapin, where another set of four senators or deputies didn't agree and totally ransacked the chamber then, and that's totally shut down votes. This time, however, they didn't allow that to happen. This time, they tried to push through and get the vote done, and they were actually successful. The seance was supposed to start at 11. Instead, it started at 4. They learned from that experience. The head of the chamber made a point to have backup desks and chairs. So the ones that were broken, were moved out. The new ones were moved right in. And then they had a quorum, had 81 people in attendance. They voted. The end vote was 76 for, 2 or 3 abstaining, and then there were no against. Because all the senators who were against did not attend. And so, so within literally at 4 they started, 3 or 4 they started, and literally within 5 hours they had the state PM provide a statement, a discussion in assembly, questions, answers by a series by the elected officials there, and all this didn't last 5 hours. Everything happened quickly. With that much ruckus, like last time under Lapin, there was quite a bit of ruckus that happened. And I remember what happened to Lapin was there was a lot of opposition because the fact that the Senate or the Parliament had voted out, the Deputy Chambers particularly had a vote of no confidence and voted them out. the prime minister at the time, which was Sam. But then, and so when that happens, your entire cabinet is supposed to go. The entire cabinet is supposed to, you know, not come back for a revote. But like more than almost half of the prior cabinet under LaPen came back, including LaPen, which the was not per the interpretation of the Constitution of many of these senators and deputy. And so there was a massive, massive pushback, and especially there was that one minister in particular, the Minister of Justice, who released the corp of Americans that were in the country with massive guns to doing work for the president, right? Massive controversy. And that was unacceptable, in particular to have him come back, because there was a lot of anger that he would have allowed them to leave without any real investigation, any real, and again, the way they left was just like, they're just walking out the airport, des mains, des pieds, as the expression goes, just relaxing. And a lot of senators found that, that alone also being a problem, because in any other country, they would have had handcuffs, they would have been handcuffed on the plane and only unhandcuffed maybe when they're in the air or at least on the ground in their country. And so for all those reasons, they wanted the Minister of Justice gone. The fact that he was back under LaPen was a big problem. This time for the new PM, Fritz William, that isn't the case, right? We do have effectively a brand new cabinet, and that has appeased many of those who were very angry prior, right? And so now what's next for the PM is, to go to the Senate. For those who don't know, we have two houses. We have the lower house, we have the upper house, right? We have the lower house and we have the upper house. Actually, I did have my phone. Where's my phone? I did have my phone here earlier. It just came to mind. I'm sorry. It's the thing with lives, you can't really cut. Lower house and upper house. And so the Fritz PM, the new PM, has passed the lower house, and now he's going to the Senate to be confirmed there. And once he's there, he's confirmed, and actually, finally, Haiti has a government. Finally, right? And I hope having a government means we can enact new policies, or at the very least, one of the things that was holding the IDB, giving us $150 some odd million no interest loan, has been we didn't have a government. And so certainly hoping with that new infusion of money will help then the government pay the oil distributors in the country and allow a return of normalcy for gas in the country. Of course, ideally, the situation is still untenable. Ideally, there needs to be a withdrawal and a pullback from the subsidy. The subsidy is really, again, I've talked about this many times on the stream. On one side, just looking at it, just in financial terms, it's untenable. It's unsustainable to have that much amount of money going strictly to fuel, whereas it should be going arguably to hospitals, to education, to police, to just building roads, to so many other sectors that are so crucial to the economy. Yet the fuel is such an important underpinning aspect of this society that we live in here in Haiti, that I wonder if it's not a way sort of to make a deadbeat dad do what's right, in the sense that the fact that Haiti is spending so much in the fuel subsidy, and the fuel subsidy is going to every aspect of life here in Haiti. That is sort of a way that the Haitian government is actually doing the right thing and providing for their people, because keeping those costs lower, food, transportation, electricity, energy, everything flows from this cheaper fuel that Haiti Haitians enjoy relative to if they were anywhere else in the Caribbean. I just question, is it really for the best? And given that Haiti's government is a deadbeat dad, not really doing anything that it should be doing to take care and provide care. And so this is sort of like a child support sort of deal that forces money to come out and really, in a way, allow the life of Haitians to be much more endurable because they're not paying a much higher cost because the full price of fuel isn't being bared. But certainly, this has shown this continual epidemic of fuel shortages have shown something has to change. Has shown that this way of living with this fuel subsidy isn't sustainable, and we need a new direction. We need a new direction, right? So we'll see. We'll see. So on Thursday, later today, we will find out where we are with the PM. He's supposed to go and present himself and his board and his policies to the Senate and be ratified ultimately as well. And then we have a new government. We'll see what's next. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll certainly report on that Friday's episode, tomorrow. Right. So I appreciate the folks who listened to the stream. We appreciate the folks who listened on Banja FM. Again, Banja FM, by the way, I haven't talked about them enough yet. They're doing some great work. They got a lot of other great programming that's happening. So if you're not following Banja FM, they're on all the major social media, Twitter, IG. They're on all of them. And the broadcast can also be listened to on TuneIn, right? On TuneIn, and also Banja FM is going to have their own app. The app's not out already. You can, subscribe to your favorite stream or show, right? And then get a notification when they're online. And so I highly suggest you guys check out Banja FM. A lot of good stuff going on, a lot of good programming going on, thought-provoking, value-added programming, all Haiti focused. Man. That's cool. I mean, come on, Haiti focused, like legit, intelligent content. I mean, so check out Banja FM, check them out, right? Again, if you like what we're doing here, Monday to Friday, you already know you should subscribe to us, right? I have a lot of stuff going on in terms of, helping bring a different light to Haiti. So if you like what we're doing here, share it across. Go to my channel. Got so much cool content over there. And you find something you like, share that too, right? And of course, subscribe. I'm on Facebook. I'm on IG. I'm on Twitter. I'm on all of them. Follow me on all of them. I provide different content. I know different what's going on, in my mood. You know what I mean? So do subscribe to those. Et tout le monde qui est écouté sur radio aujourd'hui, moi, monsieur, et comprendre, c'est pas quoi le parler, non? OK, c'est pas quoi le parler, non? On peut parler très bien, oui. But, comme dit, c'est une mission pour éduquer frères nous, c'est nous qui là-bas, et en plus, moi, je suis encouragé pour retourner, pour venir, pour investir, pour faire expédition, et pour l'évaluation et le bâtiment des pays. OK, c'est le monsieur, OK? Ou qui est blanc ça, la blague anglais, sur radio nous. And listen, guys, until we're back at it again, hey, we'll be back at it again. And hopefully in the radio station on Friday, because I'll be able to find Gaz sometime today. Please. Please. All right, guys. Peace.